A student night in Manchester in the early hours of this morning, and the effects of what the Association of Chief Police Officers calls our binge-drinking culture. It was a similar story in Newcastle on Friday night. It's led to bouncers now being trained to help people who are too drunk to look after themselves.
See a lot of people coming out, they drink too much, they maybe take something that they shouldn't have done, you know, and they end up in maybe trouble, you know, and you've just got to make sure that if you see anybody, you pull them to one side, you try and give them help. If not, if we can't help them, we'll contact the police, you know.
In Newcastle, where the new training for door staff was developed, as the night drew on, violence flared up repeatedly. Alcohol harm is said to cost the country more than £20 billion a year. Drinkers I talked to in both cities told me they'd been drinking cheap booze at home before they came out to save money.
I bought this in the corner shop and filled it up and brought it with us.
The drinks are extortion, you know what I mean? And like people on poverty, like who've got kids and that, it's not fair really.
At the start of a week-long campaign to highlight the problems caused by alcohol, the National Policing Lead on Alcohol Harm says drunks should be locked up by private firms and made to pay for their night in the cells when they sober up.
Many people just want to enjoy a night out. But with binge drinking so common, the new bouncers training is being rolled out across the country. One veteran doorman told us he's had enough and is retiring.
Over the last few years, people have drunk more and more and more and more. And like you say, one time you used to never ever see people lying all over the street. But now, it's just a drink culture, isn't it?
With alcohol involved in almost half of violent crime and domestic violence, police chiefs say binge drinking needs to be addressed. Gerard Tubb, Sky News, Manchester.